All right. Welcome to this all signs reading. Tonight we are going to be looking at the weekend energy. Let me turn my light down. A little too bright for me. We're going to be looking at weekend energy. Was the energy around your love life or just the energy in general for this weekend? I kind of want to tilt this down some more. Oh, that is way too far down. Hold on. Is that good? Hey, y'all. Okay. But yeah, let me see. Let me pull it up on my computer so that I can put the signs in the chat as we go. Should we go in reverse or should we go normal tonight? I think we started with Aries last night, so maybe we should go in reverse tonight. You guys let me know in the chat. Otherwise, we're probably just going to go in reverse. Okay, let me see. Hey, do Aries again. Okay, we got one for starting with Aries and we got one person for starting with Pisces. How many people in the chat? Oh, it's only 4 so far, so I don't know, we're at a tie. Sorry, you guys, I'm just getting my screen ready for me to take down the timestamps and stuff too. So that way there's no delay for the people rewatching or watching the replay. Okay. Okay, you guys vote real quick in the chat. Should we go in reverse or should we start with Aries? Put in your vote real quick because we're tied right now. Should we start with Aries or go in reverse? Okay, so we got 2 for Aries and we got 1 for Pisces. We might be starting with Aries tonight, unless we get some more Pisces people. Oh, sorry. My drink is done. Okay, we're just going to start with Aries then. Okay, we'll start with Aries. Okay, so let me get my timestamp. What is that? 4:14. Okay, 4:14 for Aries. Aries, what is the weekend energy? What is the weekend vibes for my Aries? Scoot my table back so it's not hitting. What is that on the? Oh, that's my computer. Okay, so Aries, what is the energy around my Aries this weekend? You're welcome, Jessica. What is the energy around my Aries this weekend? Got a drink, cheers. You could be having a drink this weekend, some sort of celebration. I mean, I know it's the 4th of July in America, That's the energy of celebrations, having a drink, hanging out with friends. Even if you aren't hanging out and socializing, I could see you having a drink this weekend. Treat yourself, eat whatever you want. Okay, I see you cheating on a diet. If you're on a diet, look at this energy. This looks like 4th of July energy. For those of you in America, I mean, those people are celebrating and drinking in the one picture there, and then you got what looks like, a picnic plate of food with that picnic pattern there. I see you eating whatever you want this weekend, drinking whatever you want, just letting loose, having a good time. I am always a child. Okay. Again, that's energy of letting loose. You see? And not focusing on work and just enjoying life. Just the present moment counts. Okay, just the present moment counts. So again, I just see you having a good time this weekend. Not doing anything super grown up or super like about business, about structure. You're just enjoying the weekend. Some of you could be like hanging out with other siblings. Wow, that's a lot of cards for my Aries. For some of you who are like going home, you could end up, I don't know, like if you have a dad here, you could have a dad who's trying to tell you how you should be doing something. And I see you getting a little bit defensive. This could even be like a brother or an uncle. Just keep that in mind. I feel like someone could be trying to tell you how you should be doing something, how you should run your household, how you should spend your money. Like it's the energy of someone trying to tell you how you should be doing something. For some of you, this could be a lover, okay, but it just depends for each of you. It just looks like a masculine energy here trying to, because I see you being defensive towards whatever they're expressing to you. And it could be in regards to money and a household. It's like someone trying to tell you what you should be doing, what you need to be focusing on, what you should be doing. There's arguments around that. So just be careful of that energy because I see you're just trying to have a good time and enjoy yourself. Whether you're celebrating the 4th of July or not, I just see you trying to take it easy this weekend. And I feel like someone's kind of asserting their opinion on you about what they feel like you should be doing with your life, with your money, with your household, with your kids, something like that. Someone's trying to, tell you how you need to live, tell you what you should be doing with yourself. And that could cause some arguments here, and you could end up feeling like defensive towards this person. King of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you feel like this person has no right. Again, I'm getting the energy of this being a masculine. Okay, so I don't know who this masculine is. This could be a boss for some of you, a child's father, your own father, a brother, an uncle, a boss, a coworker. There's just an energy here of someone, why the King of Pentacles in reverse? They're trying to offer their 2 cents. They're trying to tell you about yourself. But I feel like you feel like this person, whatever position they're in life, you feel like they're no one to be trying to tell someone else what to do or how to live their life or how to do their work or how to do their whatever. I don't feel like you want this person's opinion, whoever this is. What is this about? Could be in regards to chariot. It could be in regards to travel, a vehicle. Again, I mean, the chariot can be about determination, the path that you're on in life. I just feel like this person's offering their 2 cents, Aries. Okay, so watch out for someone this weekend who's offering an opinion that you don't care to hear about. Okay. So I see you're just trying to enjoy life, live in the present, enjoy yourself, and you have someone coming in to like put a damper on a good mood, is what that feels like. They're asserting their opinion on your life. Okay. So that's what I see for you this weekend, Aries. Let's take a look at Taurus. So we have 11, 11, 11 for my Taurus. Let me put that in the chat, what sign we're on. You're welcome, Jessica. Okay, for my Tauruses, what can my Tauruses expect this weekend? What is the energy around my Tauruses? I need some lip gloss real quick, Taurus. Hold on, let me pull a couple cards, then I need to get my lip gloss. What's the energy around my Tauruses this weekend? Box with the pillow. Interesting. I feel like somebody's going to be getting on your nerves this weekend, and you feel like you need to redirect the negative energy. So you may decide to bite your tongue when it comes to this situation, but you feel like you need to transmute the energy. So say for instance, I mean, whatever you're into, however you like to transmute energy. Say for instance, if someone frustrates you this weekend, you might take yourself to the gym. You may, call a friend and, give them an earful about how irritated you are. You may, however you like to take out your aggression. But I feel like you're not going to take it out on that person, place, or thing. Don't care if you don't like me. Ooh. What is going on with these people this weekend? Hey, Val. Or Vaishnavi. Let me make my chat bigger. Can I do that? No, I can't. I wish I could make it bigger. Okay, but anywho, yes, the energy is a little bit interesting this weekend. I feel like someone's going to be getting on your nerves. You're saying, don't care if you don't like me. But I feel like you care a little bit because with this energy over here with this pink card, you're getting really annoyed and you feel like you can't necessarily take it out on this person. Why does this person in this card kind of look like me right now? I'm a weak. But I'm not a Taurus. I don't have Taurus. I might have Taurus somewhere in my chart, but I'm not a Taurus sun or anything like that. None of my big placements. But yeah, there's an energy of you getting irritated with someone acting like they don't like you. Someone could leave you hanging, or people could leave you hanging. I'm only saying that because this card, you see, she's out there running with the dog, and it's because no one's really responding to the phone. It's like, okay, like if people don't want to deal with me this weekend, I'll find something else to do. I'll go hang out with people who do want to hang out with me. That is way too many cards, Taurus. I'm not taking all this. That's just ridiculous. Okay. But again, like I said, you could care more than you're leading on with all of those cards spilling out like that. Fall down on the couch. I feel like this, again, kind of reminded me of Taurus. This is kind of putting a damper on your mood. You may decide to just be lazy this weekend. Someone could stand you up though. Someone could end up like not responding to plans that you had with them. Give me one more. Cool, relax. Everything is fine. Yeah, so because of that, you may decide to just stay inside this weekend, Taurus, and take it easy, take a chill pill, fall down on the couch, and then this like meditation card here kind of reminded me of the hangman. I feel like you may just decide to stay inside and tend to yourself. But again, if you have plans with someone, yeah, or your dog. If you have plans with someone this weekend, Taurus, those plans may fall through. And I feel like it's going to piss you off at a certain point. But then you may decide, you know what? I'm just going to sit on the couch and eat or enjoy, binge watch a show on Netflix, take it easy, relax. Just, I see you deciding like not to do anything. If you do something, it's like, again, maybe something with the dog, something with kids. Yeah, I feel like you're realizing something about someone this weekend. It's like, oh, wow, okay, I see how you are. Oh, wow, okay, I see what this is. I feel like you're having like an awakening about someone this weekend due to their inconsistency. That's what has you looking at them like, wow, okay, you know what? I realize what this is now. Again, I'm getting the energy somebody could flake on you. High Priestess, I know what this is now. You feel like you could see this person for what they really are, who they really are, which is somebody who's like a flaky person. And you may feel like this person has you competing. And I see you saying, like, I'm no one to compete with anyone. Even if I have to be upset by myself, I'm just going to be upset by myself. So again, I see you choosing to isolate. I feel like you're choosing to isolate this weekend, possibly after someone flakes on you. Okay. So that's what I have for my Tauruses for this weekend. Happy holidays. Happy 4th of July. Okay. So let's take a look at Gemini. What's my timestamp? 1757. Oh, I said I need some lip gloss. Hold on. Oh, good for Gemini. Okay, Gemini. So what is that? 18. My vision is so bad. Okay, 1818. Happy holidays. I can't wait for Christmas. I know we're so far from Christmas, but I can't wait till it's like cold outside and like hot cocoa and, fireplace and cinnamon and, cashmere woods. Okay, anyways, Gemini, what is the energy around my Geminis this weekend? One more shuffle. Spread the love. Oh, okay. You spending time with loved ones, whoever these loved ones are to you. This could be you with your kids. This could be you with your own parents, grandmother. Because it's like there's a mix of energy here of like someone who's young and someone who's older. So I don't know if you're the older one hanging out with your kids or this is you hanging out with your own mother or parents. Don't be fooled by my appearance. My soul is resplendent. Interesting. This card speaks to someone like maybe not being that attractive on the outside, but on the inside, like they're a really good person. Okay. So you could be meeting someone, or you already have someone in your energy, something like that, where this person may not be like a big looker, but they're a great person on the inside. Doing nothing is fine too. You guys are chilling this weekend. Okay. I feel like everybody's just trying to take it easy this weekend. You may like go outside, sit in the sun. You see, she has like one of the drinks, those cocktails with the umbrella. Okay. I feel like you're just trying to take it easy. Again, you could be spending time with someone who may not physically be your type, but you like their personality, or you will over time. You are not your emotions. Interesting. Be careful of being emotional this weekend. You may be feeling like you have to mask your feelings this weekend. You see, because she's like wiping off her makeup, and underneath the makeup, she's really sad. So we'll look into what that's about. Slowly but surely. Okay. Let's see what that's about. Tell me about you are not your emotions, and then we'll look into this person that's showing up here too. Tell me about you are not your emotions. I feel like unresolved issues are coming up for you mentally this weekend. Even though I see you like taking it easy this weekend, all of these swords that can be about like communication or mental energy, I feel like this is like old thoughts or old thought patterns. It's like triggers are bubbling up for you this weekend. So I would just take it easy when it comes to that, because this may make you a little sensitive or emotional, because it's like you're revisiting and taking on some sort of, this feels like things like thoughts or feelings that you've pushed under the rug, more so thoughts. So these could be like negative thought patterns bubbling back up. Something's triggering you this weekend. I'm not sure what it is, to be honest. It may be different for each of you. There's like something bubbling up for you. Could be in regards to family. Could be in regards to family. For those of you that are revisiting a family situation, this could lead to some sort of emotional conversation, or I don't know, it's like something about the interactions with loved ones, whether like this could be your kids, a conversation with your kids, or your mom or your sister, brother, auntie, cousin, I don't know. Something in regards to family. It's like you're revisiting some sort of topic, and it may make you emotional. Okay, so just be prepared for that. What is this resplendent person over here who may not be like a big looker? Why the King of Cups or the Knight of Cups in reverse? Why? I feel like there's someone here who's determined to have you. I feel like this person is determined when it comes to you. But there's an energy here of them maybe not being like your Prince Charming or your Princess Charming. I don't know. I don't like. Hmm, why is that? Mm. Some of you may not be like attracted to this person or something. Hold on, too many cards. Or like you don't, it's like they're not Prince Charming or they're not Princess Charming to you. Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles though. You guys are very similar in a lot of ways. I feel like this person is very focused on you. And I feel like you're very focused on what you're focused on, which may not always be this person. With this King of Pentacles and this Queen of Pentacles, you see like she's looking at the Pentacle and the King of Pentacles is looking at her. So I feel like there's an energy here of someone in your energy who may like, it's like they like you a little bit more than you like them. I feel like this person's determined to have you. But you may reject this person. You may reject this person. Hey, Lisa. Hey, sweetheart. Oh, no, I talked to you earlier, sweetheart. Okay. What are you waiting for? I feel like you need to decide on this person, Gemini, or you may miss an opportunity with this person. I don't know what you're waiting on. Do you know what you're waiting on? I don't know. It's like a stalling energy. And I feel like this person's starting to get the vibe from you that like you're not cooperating. But they are so attracted to you, but they feel like you're holding back. Queen of Wands. This person, listen, this person wants you and they're willing to put the work in. This person really wants you. They're willing to put the work in. They feel you holding back. They feel you holding back from them though. They also could be holding on to you. This person could be an earth sign. They could be a Taurus, a Gemini, Virgo. They find you very attractive. But they're also getting a little bit burnt out. So I just feel like there's an energy here, Gemini, of someone who's really interested in you, but they're starting to get the vibe from you that maybe you're not feeling it or something. Like you're holding back. You're holding back from them. Now, I don't see this person giving up or anything yet, but I feel like they are, they are getting a little exhausted. I would imagine with the 10 of Wands. They're determined though. But yeah, that's the energy this weekend. 9 of Swords, 2 of Cups. I mean, what are you scared of? Well, like what's going on in your head? You might need to call a friend or something and talk about it. You guys can't see on the camera, but yeah, 9 of Swords, 2 of Cups. It's like, Gemini, what's going on? You need to talk to somebody about your feelings, your thoughts, it's like something's holding you back from this person, holding you back from fully investing. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Gemini, because this person looks decent and they're looking at you and you're looking at your pentacle. You're looking over here. You're looking over there. You're looking, like, but this person's looking at you like, are we going to do this? Are you going to let me take you on a date? Are you going to let me, call you? Are you going to give me your number? Are you going to let me you gonna let me have a chance? Or it could be even bigger. Are you gonna let me move in? Are you gonna let me marry you? Are you gonna let me, I don't know what it is with you guys. It's like this person is looking at you. They're determined to have you. And they feel like they're trying. Okay. So I don't know, Gemini. You got somebody that wants you, but Okay, so that's what I have for Gemini. Let's take a look at Cancer. Let me put my timestamp in. Okay, 30. What is that? 30. Let's do 30/20. Okay, Cancer. What is the energy around my Cancers this weekend? Oh, let me put what sign we're on in the chat. Okay. Cancer. What is the energy around my Cancers this weekend? 2 and 3. And running, running, and running, running, and running. Somebody could be running. That could be Gemini or Cancer. That could have been for Gemini, though. I feel like somebody's running from someone. Box with the pillow. Who got this? Taurus? I think Taurus got this. So Cancer, if you have Taurus in your chart, check out the Taurus reading. Stand up for yourself. Okay. Cancer, there's an energy of somebody that you're upset with. And I feel like there's a need for you to stand up to yourself. Whereas Taurus, I felt like Taurus was mostly going to internalize their anger this weekend. I feel like there's an energy of you internalizing, but I feel like you need to actually stand up for yourself. Say something, speak up for yourself, state your case. Sometimes I need help. I mean, that could be what it is as well. There's a need for you to communicate your needs to someone. You're upset with someone this weekend and you need to stand up for yourself and express what you need from other people. Imagine, and let them figure out how to help you. I feel like you need some help. This could be a bad habit of yours. With this card says better alone than in bad company. Okay. Yes and no. I mean, well, yes, right? Better to be alone than in bad company. But this could almost be like a fear of yours where you're like, I should just do it on my own. Like, I got to do it on my own. I got to take everything on my own. Instead of expressing to other people, like, I need help. Okay. You have the I deserve abundance card here. I'm getting the energy of like the way for you to get to that abundance that you feel like you deserve, that you know you deserve, the abundance that you're working towards. In order to get there, you need help. You've come to the point where, you've done as much as you can on your own. Now you need to ask people for help. Delegate. Yeah, double card. It's toxic for you to keep in this frustration. Sometimes I need help, clarified by the 9 of Cups. The best thing you can do for yourself, Cancer, is to reach out to people and get some help. I don't know what's I'm sure this isn't something that's starting this weekend. It's probably something that's, boiled up to this point. Whatever you have going on in your life, it's reached the point now where you need help. In order to achieve that abundance that you deserve, whatever this is, for whichever Cancers I'm talking to, you need help in order to achieve this success. Yeah, it's almost like you're afraid if you ask for help, you're not going to get it, or other people are going to mess it up, or it's going to make the situation worse, or it's going to, it's going to add too many elements and then things could get messy. Something like that. But it's like you don't know unless you try. And I feel like if this is your story, There's something going on in your life. You need help with your kids. You need help with your business. You need help with your car. You need help with your rent. I don't know. Whatever you need help with. You need help at work. Whatever it is you need help with, you're not going to know whether it's beneficial or not until you get that help. You know, you can't just assume it's going to make everything go wrong. Seven of Wands. You're actually kind of blocking your blessings by not letting people help you. You're blocking your abundance. Because I feel like there's people who would like to help you. There may have been people who have already expressed that they'd be willing to help you. I feel like you've kind of just been internalizing your frustration in life and being mad, you know, silently, or being mad at yourself, or being mad at your circumstances, instead of really standing up for yourself and getting what you need from other people. Yeah, I feel like this is something from your childhood. Six of Cups in reverse. Maybe you felt like as a child, your parents, you know, weren't supportive, or they didn't show you attention when you had problems. It's, you know, I don't want to get too much into that, but this could be something that's stemming from your childhood, how you grew up, how you were raised as a child. That's caused you to like feel like, no, I need to leave people out of my problems, not tell people about my problems. I got to keep it to myself. I got to figure it out myself. I'm just going to be upset by myself quietly in my little corner and not tell people what I have going on, and you know? It's the energy of that, like feeling like you need to keep that to yourself. But I'm telling you now, Cancer, at this point in your life, whatever Cancers I'm talking to, is like that next level of success, or whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, or level you're trying to get to in life, requires you to let other people help you. Whatever that means for you. Whatever that means for you. You could have an earth sign who could help you. They may have already offered to help you. But I feel like when you allow people to help you, then you move into this Nine of Cups energy. Like, you don't even realize how fulfilling this can be once you let people in. How much more success you'll have. You'll feel so emotionally free once you let people help you. You'll be able to relax. Okay? Keeping your problems hidden from other people at this point is hurting you more than it's helping you. Okay? Whatever Cancers I'm talking to. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Cancer. Thank you for hitting the like button, and I will see you tomorrow for your what reading am I doing tomorrow? I think I'm doing your person's current feelings tomorrow. That's the reading I'll do tomorrow. Okay, so let's take a look at Leo. What was that? 3919. I need to take an allergy pill. Okay, Leo. What is the energy around my Leos this weekend? I'm gonna have to take an allergy pill in a minute here. One more shuffle for my Leos. What is the energy around my Leos this weekend? Memories comfort us. You may be trying to build some memories this weekend. I've got superpowers. Ooh. Something could happen to you this weekend that's like a little woo woo. I don't know if this is like a woo woo dream or like maybe you feel like you have a deja vu moment, or it's like you predict something happening before it actually happens. And then you look around to people like, remember, I just said that was going to happen? That's crazy. It's something like that. It's something that's making you realize you have some sort of superpower. At least in that moment, that's how you feel about whatever happens. Like, I can't believe, didn't I just tell you that was going to happen? That's crazy. Something like that. Something's making you feel like you have some sort of sixth sense. This is BS. Interesting. I feel like something's disturbing your peace this weekend. You see, he's creating like this little force field, this little bubble. And then all these mosquitoes, he's trying to meditate, and like all these mosquitoes are surrounding and trying to get in his little force field. I feel like something's going to be getting on your nerves this weekend. It's like, when you're sitting somewhere. I mean, it could be as simple as mosquitoes, right? You could be with the holidays, you could be outside trying to barbecue and these mosquitoes are swarming you. But for some of you, it could even be metaphoric where you feel like someone's like a fly or a mosquito like buzzing around you, like, oh my God, would you just go sit down somewhere and be quiet? I don't know, because I feel like you're getting really annoyed with whatever this is. It's like, you're disturbing my peace. Sorry, not sorry. Ooh, you could end up telling somebody off. This is a mixed bag, Leo. What you got going on this weekend? I see you trying to create memories. You could be spending time making memories with someone. You could be talking about old memories with people. It's like you're going down memory lane. You're either creating memories, like you're focused on creating memories with people in your life, or you could be having a conversation where you go down memory lane with someone. Like, remember when we were kids and we used to go, to that corner store on Main Street and buy, the candies off of the little wax paper and you bite them off. Anyways, I don't know if y'all remember those candies they had when I was a kid, but like you could be going down memory lane with someone. But then there's also someone in your energy who is really getting on your nerves, and you may end up telling them off with that sorry, not sorry card. You could end up telling this person off. And it's giving the energy of like, I said what I said. So feel how you're going to feel about it. I really don't care. Okay. Tell me about I've got superpowers. Let's see what I can get off of that. Hmm. Okay, there's something here about a falling out in a love situation this weekend. Something about a love situation. I don't know if this is like news you hear about another couple or if this is you and a person, but something goes sour and it has you feeling like, I knew that was going to happen. With I've got superpowers, that gives me the energy of you feeling like you called it months ago. Or if this is you and a person, it's like you could have told your friends a month ago, like, I'm not going to be dealing with him for long. He's going to do something that's going to screw it up, and then I'm going to lose feelings for him. or something like that. Or you could hear about another couple. Is this another couple, or is this my Leos? Okay, this is you, Leo, I feel like. But take it how it resonates, this weekend. There's something here about an emotional imbalance with another person. Something's going down the drain. And there's an energy here of like, I must be psychic because I knew he was going to fuck it up. Or something like that. That's how that feels to me. Like, I just knew he was going to do something that was going to make me cut him off. Or it's like you're saying to yourself this weekend, you knew something was going to take a certain turn. Okay? And that must be what this is here. This could be you cutting someone off this weekend. And I feel like you're not sorry. I feel like you are. Is this about my? Yeah, I feel like you're confident about where your energy needs to go, and I feel like you're cutting somebody off this weekend. To be honest, Leo. And I see you saying like you knew somebody. You knew somebody was gonna end up showing their ass. And I see you being confident about moving forward and like still having faith and love and still focusing, on your future love, your career. It's like I know where I need to put my energy, and I feel like I don't need to put my energy in this person anymore. So bye. I know where to focus my energy. I feel like you're just deciding to put your energy towards what you want in the future. Things that deserve your energy. I feel like you are determined to find someone who's a good fit for you. So maybe in the past you would spend more time, or I even want to say like waste more time on people. But I feel like now you're like, when you start to see the writings on the walls, you're like, you know what? No, because I know what I want in a person. I know there's someone for me. So I'm just going to keep focusing on my goals and focusing on finding my person. Because I feel like you're not wasting time on people anymore. Maybe you used to. Even if it's disappointing, I feel like if people turn you off, you need to just let them go. Okay? Instead of holding on to people for longer than you should. I feel like you're moving out of that phase in your life. So that's what I have for you. Yeah, focused on new. When you start to see the writing on the walls about a person, you just focus on heading in another direction, focusing on new. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Leo. Let's take a look at Virgos. So Virgo timestamp, is that 48? I think that's 48. All right, Virgo. What can my Virgos expect this weekend? Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Okay, Virgo. What is the energy around my Virgos this weekend? What can they expect this weekend? One more shuffle. What can my Virgos expect this weekend? Stop worrying. Slowly but surely. Abuse of power. I feel like you're starting to get frustrated this weekend. I don't know. Maybe you feel like you should be like at a different level in life, or you should be seeing more progress in something than you are in a relationship or in your life as an individual. I feel like spirit is saying like slowly but surely, like you're making progress, but you could feel like you have a lot of responsibilities that are pulling your focus and pulling your energy. So you're not able to make as much progress in something as you should. I feel like you need to go out and have a good time, Virgo. Oh, they got fireworks going on outside. It's kind of loud. But stop worrying. Your reading starts with stop worrying and it ends with cheers, go have a drink or got a drink. Okay, so this is either the energy of you needing to go have a good time or you will be going and having a good time. But I feel like there's a need not to put too much stress on yourself, not too much expectations on yourself. So I feel like there's something here that you feel like should be happening quicker than it is. And I feel like you're almost resentful for some people, places, or things in your life that you feel like may be slowing you down. Like, well, if I didn't have to, if I didn't have to work full time, I could finish school quicker. Or, if I didn't, whatever it is, it's it's things here that you feel like are in your way. It doesn't have to be school or anything, but I feel like Spirit is saying, stop worrying. Like you're making progress, even if it's slow. And this card says, no obligation to take advice from others. And ironically, there's like a fortune teller in the background here. So maybe be careful about the tarot readers that you're watching. If you're feeling like something isn't aligning with what you have going on, then don't take the advice. Stop repeating the same thing again. Okay. Again, I'm getting the energy like, especially if you're watching tarot readings that are particularly negative. That's no shade. I don't care what other people are doing, right? But if there's something that makes you feel like consistently negative, maybe unplug from that. Because I feel like it's making you feel worse about your situation. So maybe click on tarot readings like with a lighter title as opposed to like a super negative one that is gonna like make you feel worse instead of better. Again, that's no shade, right? But I mean, that's what I feel like. Stop repeating. There's something that you're doing over and over again, which could be connected to advice or could be connected to fortune tellers, right? I feel like it's making you feel worse. It's making you feel worse than as opposed to better. So maybe unplug from that for a little while. You failed, so what? See? It's like letting go of these negative feelings. You failed, so what? A relationship failed, so what? Somebody was an asshole towards you, so what? You gave that asshole a second chance and he was an asshole yet again. So what? Like, let it go, move on, unplug from things that are making you feel repetitively negative, unplug and move on. Let's see what the tarot says for Virgo. This could even be music. Like if you're listening to like sad girl music and it's just making you feel like crap. Like, don't get me wrong, like I love like Billie Eilish, but like sometimes I can listen to Billie Eilish and I'm in a good mood, and next thing I know, it's like I feel like I'm going through depression, and I'm not. But that's how that music can sometimes make you feel like, but my head was underwater. Like what? I tried to speak. Like it's just sad girl music. It makes you feel like you going through something. So if you are in a sensitive place, try to keep things light, positive things. Okay, moving on. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Pick yourself up. All right. You done licked your wounds for long enough. Okay. We've been licking our wounds for long enough. It's time to let's like put a pep in your step. Okay? Virgo, Hermit. Have you been hermiting yourself? I don't have the Hermit here. But I was thinking about myself because I'm like, sometimes I can be a little like swordsy, you know, where I'm like, just let it go, get out of that energy. Like easier said than done. But I feel like that's all my air sign placements. I can kind of be a little sharp like that. So I'm trying to be like gentle, but it's like, you've licked your wounds long enough. Let's go. Right? Let's put it in drive and let's get back up and get back out there. Yeah, you may have been feeling like bad about yourself, bad for yourself. You may have been trying to like escape your problems. I feel like someone could be offering to like spend time with you this weekend, and I feel like you should take it. For many of you, this could be a romantic offer, but I feel like you should take it. Okay, with these cards coming out at the end and also with the gotta drink cheers card, I feel like you need to go out and have a good time. Go out and have a drink, go out and have a good time. Something to get you kind of out of this murky energy. That's how I feel because I feel like you may have been in this energy of like feeling bad for yourself, feeling bad about your circumstances, something like that. I feel like you gotta mix up the energy in order to get unstuck. You know, I'm picturing Tony Robbins. I know this is so random, but like I watched a Tony Robbins thing like maybe like 10 years ago, but he was talking about how to like change your energy, right? So if you're not feeling motivated, he'll do things like do 5 jumping jacks and it puts a break in the energy so that way you're able to switch gears, right? So I feel like there's a need here for you to do something you really don't want to do, but it's going to help you get out of like this funk that you're in. And it'll help you get up and get going again. Okay? So I hope this was helpful, Virgo. Okay? I'm really not trying to be hard on you, but I feel like you need to like let's go. Let's go. Like put yourself out there. You need to snap out of this energy. Like you have to do something out of your comfort zone in order to get yourself out of this energy, you know? Okay, so that's what I have for you, Virgo. Let's take a look at Libra. So my timestamp 58. But my head was underwater. Okay, Libra. Okay, Libra. What is the energy for my Libras this weekend? What is the energy for my Libras? I'm not always an angel. Oh, okay. You could be seeing another side to someone this weekend. It's okay to doubt, delete. Interesting. Stop worrying. Okay, Virgo had that card as well. Check out Virgo's reading if you have Virgo in your chart. Do not panic. Why did it just get so dark in here? Am I tripping? I feel like it just got so dark in here. I don't know. Maybe I was tripping. I feel like you could be changing your mind about someone this weekend. And some of you may be feeling like, well, am I going to find another person or mm, like don't freak out, Libra, if you need to cut people off. Like don't hang on to someone once you realize that they may be toxic. Because I feel like you're seeing another side to someone. Even if you meet this person this weekend, you may quickly realize something about this person that makes you feel like you should disconnect from this person. But I see you also like on the fence about it. And it's like, should you be on the fence about cutting someone off if you're realizing that they may be toxic? They may have some sort of dark side that's like a little too intense. So I feel like you're seeing another side to a person quickly this weekend. And I see you doubting yourself. Like you're hesitating to disconnect from this person. Tell me about stop worrying and don't panic for my Libras. Tell me about this for my Libras. Stop worrying and don't panic. You could be doing something with your hair too, or you may not want to do something with your hair. Queen of Swords, yeah, like there's also a need for you to like detach from your emotions and think logically, like parent yourself. You need to stay you need to stay mental and not so emotional when it comes to this person. And maybe when it comes to your love life as a whole, like using your head over your heart. Because you may emotionally want to hang on to this person or may want to indulge in, like, you could meet this person tomorrow, but you realize come Sunday, like, ooh, this person, something's off with them. Or they might be toxic. They might be a drinker. They might have a sketchy past. They might have it's like something you realize about this person. Or some of you may already know this person, but I feel like there's an energy here of you maybe wanting to hold on just to have someone to talk to, or I don't know, There's a need for you to stay logical. Don't hang on to someone if you feel like they are a burning building ready to fall. Let them be a missed opportunity. Queen of Swords, Four of Cups in reverse. Let somebody be a missed opportunity if you can see the writings on the wall that this person may, be no good. That's what I'm feeling. So I feel like you're seeing someone's true colors this weekend. Tell me about not always an angel. Yeah, this is somebody you were having hope. You were having hope that this could be something. For some of you, this could be a renewal with someone from your past, and you're quickly realizing maybe they haven't changed, or you're seeing that dark side again really quickly. For others of you, you were just hopeful maybe this could be something with this person. But now you're seeing them as something risky, something that you should avoid. And I feel like Spirit is saying, like, yes, like use your head. Use your head. Everybody's not going to be your person. You need to be decisive. Choose yourself. You will recover. I feel like there's somebody this weekend you need to avoid. Choose yourself. Be confident. Okay. Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. Be confident, be bold, take action, cut your losses, be decisive, don't be on the fence. The first time you see someone's red flags, cut them loose. Okay, that's what I have for you, Libra. Okay, let's take a look at Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. But you know what? I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, and I need to go take an allergy pill real quick. So I'll be right back. Okay, hold on. We're going to Scorpio. Let me take this allergy pill real quick. I got so much watermelon to eat. Okay, Scorpio. What's my time? 70. Sorry, y'all. I be needing to stretch, you know? Okay. Scorpio. What is going on for my Scorpios this weekend? In my squeaky chair. What is going on for my Scorpios this weekend? Scorpio. What's going on for my Scorpios this weekend? Do not disturb, regeneration and process, or in progress. Okay, you could be doing some self-care rituals this weekend. It's making me think, you know how girls say, like on TikTok and whatever, like the everything shower. You're doing everything, washing your hair, shaving, all of the things, body scrub, shower oil, everything shower. Could be like giving yourself a manicure. In this picture, they're doing like the little feet soaking. Turn your tongue 7 times in your mouth before speaking. Ooh, be careful not to go off on somebody this weekend, Scorpio. I feel like you're very much so going to be tempted to, but you may come off to people like it's unwarranted. Like whatever and I'm not saying whether it is or not, right? I'm on your side. I'm your friend, right? I'm not their friend, but it may come off like that was a bit much for whatever the scenario is. Like you're coming off kind of strong, like say it louder. Listen, you got something to tell somebody this weekend, Scorpio, and we're gonna look into what it could be about. Oh my God. And then you got the just fuck it card. And if you look, that's like an alien throwing up the middle finger. So I don't know who you're telling off. And then you got say it louder. I know it's in reverse. I gotta flip the camera. Can I flip it? Let me see. Oh no. Never mind. I thought it was gonna flip the mirroring so you can read the words, but it just the back camera, duh. Okay, anyways. You're telling somebody off this weekend, and I feel like you said what you said. And I feel like for whatever reason, you're hitting your F it button this weekend on somebody. I want to know what this is about. But we're gonna use the tarot for that. Infinity and infinity. Do not regret anything. Scorpio, I don't know who done forced you to hit your F it button this weekend, but I feel like you are hitting it. You do not care. You do not care. I don't know what this person is doing to you, what they said to you, what happened. See what the tarot says, but you are telling somebody off. Tell me about 5 of Swords. What did I say? Scorpio. Scorpio, you are arguing with somebody this weekend. So if you go into a family function, I just heard don't drink too much. Now, I don't know. This could be somebody, they could start it with you and you just dish it better than they served it. Okay? Wow. Whatever Scorpios I'm talking to, you're having a blow up. Okay? Why the World card? And I feel like this is the beginning of things not being the same between, oh, Soul to Love says you're questioning whether or not you should go. I don't, it depends. Ask who's all going to be there, because I see an argument and I feel like this is the beginning of things being different in some sort of dynamic. Like, even if this is work, if you guys got to work this weekend, you could be having some sort of blow up with a coworker. It could be in regards to a love situation, either someone else's love connection or your own. If someone's dating somebody you don't necessarily like, okay? But I feel like this, and you know what? For the World card to come out with the Three of Pentacles on its side, this could be the beginning of like you no longer getting along with someone you used to get along with. Because the World card is starting a new chapter. The new chapter is you not cooperating with someone anymore. So that makes me feel like whoever this is, you could have been cooperating with this person in the past. You could have had a decent relationship with this person. But this weekend starts the beginning of you no longer being cool with this person. You no longer getting along with this person. Expect some sort of argument. If you don't want to argue with somebody, you know, keep whatever you have to say to yourself. Okay? Because, I mean, look at this person. Now, again, you could be this person lashing out, or you could be this person who someone lashes out at you, and you're like, what? Where is this coming from? I don't know. We're going to have to see. Once this weekend happens, come back and let me know. But I feel like if somebody comes at you, you end up coming back at this person. You end up saying, F it. You know what? I got something for that. I feel like you end up telling this person off, Scorpio. Again, this could be either someone you in the past got along with, because this is love. The Two of Cups is not always a relationship. It can be. If you're in a relationship, you could be having a blowout with this person. But for others of you, Two of Cups can be platonic love. Okay? It does not have to be romantic. This could be someone you previously had a really good relationship with. And this starts a cycle of you two not getting along anymore. Okay? So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. That's crazy. You don't have to tell me about this in the comments. Come back and tell me what happened. Like, what did they say? What had you popping off on this person like this? Or why were they popping off at you? I don't know. Okay? My whole fam and old neighborhood friends. I don't know. Somebody picking a bone with somebody this weekend. Soul to Love for my Scorpios. Okay? So let's take a look at, let's take a look at Sag. Let me get my timestamp. What is that, 79? Okay. Sagittarius, what is the weekend energy around my Sagittariuses? What is the weekend energy around my Sagittariuses? Get out of our comfort zone. Let's get out of our comfort zone. So get out of hermit zone, or get out of your, turtle. You need to take that shell off. Some of you may be like getting in a bikini this weekend, and that feels a little uncomfortable for you. So I'm seeing this turtle, and he's like naked, you know, without its shell. Do not take it personally. Okay. Somebody could say something that kind of hurts your feelings this weekend, Scorpio. Cool, relax. Everything is fine. I feel like you may end up feeling like you need to play it cool, but really you're like offended. You're bothered. Something's hurt your feelings. Somebody could crack a joke and you're like, why would you say that? Why would you even bring that up right now? Like this weekend feels kind of intense. Maybe because everybody's like hanging out with family that they haven't seen in a little while, friends, you're going outside, you're socializing. You might go to like a festival, a picnic, a party, a barbecue. You're around different people. Because this weekend's kind of interesting. Relieve the pressure. Look at that. Feeling like your head's like a teapot. Somebody's gonna piss you off. You got Scorpio in your charts, Sagittarius. Somebody says something that has you going like woosah. Let me chill out. You know what? Let me go chill out because I'm about to tell you about yourself real quick. So let me go. Let me go. Yeah, back to basics. You know what? Let me play it cool. Let me chill out. I don't want to go crazy on somebody. But I feel like it all starts with someone making a comment with don't take it personally. And it's like this person with the curly hair over here is like, lighten up, take it easy. Like, don't take it so personally. Da da da. And that could be you there. Like, what? Why would you put my business? Why would you tell people my business? Or why would why would you say that in front of all these people? Why would you embarrass me or something? I don't know. And again, you may have to play it cool, but inside you're ready to pop. Like that whistle on that teapot. Okay. Close your curtains, close your eyes, sleep. You may just need make sure you get enough sleep before that could have you particularly like on edge if you didn't get enough sleep. And then we got that sorry not sorry. This is bullshit. Somebody's pissing you off this weekend. This really kind of reminds me of Scorpio's reading. I wonder if you have Scorpio. A lot of my Sagittariuses that resonate with this might have Scorpio in their chart. Give me some tarot on this. I feel like something someone says or a situation that comes up this weekend has you feeling vulnerable. Could be a Gemini involved. I feel like whatever it is, maybe just own it. Like whatever somebody says that could potentially like embarrass you or like if somebody's calling you out, I feel like you could just own it. Like just own it. If somebody's making like a derogatory joke about you, or like trying to call you out or poking fun at you, like just own it. Whatever it is, you know? Like own it, be playful about it. I mean, not to be on this person's side, right? Because there's this card of like, don't take it so personally. And that girl, like I said, is looking at her like, girl, take it easy. Like, we're just messing with you. We're just playing with you. But I feel like there's a need to like, that'll make you feel a little bit better in the situation if you just be playful about it. Take it easy. Because otherwise, you could end up being really frustrated and really wanting to snap on somebody. So I feel like maybe instead just use it as an opportunity to be playful, or maybe say something back since they want to crack jokes on people, you know, or they want to put people's business out, you know, or whatever it is. I don't know what this is, but it seems like somebody makes a comment towards you that makes you feel uncomfortable, like you're the butt of the joke. But I feel like there might be a need to go like tit for tat. If somebody makes a joke about you, make a joke about them. I feel like it'll make you feel better and it'll make you feel more, confident in the situation. Like like you're on top of the situation, instead of, if you don't say anything, then you're going to be upset. Okay. That's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Somebody thinks they're funny this weekend. Okay. This is some interesting energy this weekend. This is interesting. Everybody's outside socializing. Okay, so let's take a look at Capricorn, or maybe you guys are having company over for this weekend or something. I don't know. Okay, Capricorn. It's my timestamp 87. Okay, Capricorn. What's the energy for my Capricorns this weekend? What's the energy for my Capricorns? One more shuffle for Capricorn. Thank you guys for hitting the like button on your way in. Capricorn. What's the energy for my Capricorns this weekend? It's not a big deal. Okay. It's not a big deal. Stand up for yourself. What is going on with like all this defensive energy this weekend? You have rights. Stand up for yourself. You have rights. Someone may be making you feel like disempowered and you feel like you need to stand up for yourself. Could be in regards to a work situation, but it doesn't have to be. Go get some fresh air. Why is it not a big deal? I'm always a child. Do not regret anything. I feel like whatever someone's trying to do to like keep you pigeonholed this weekend, I feel like you're not putting up with it. You're going to do what you want to do regardless. Like if you had requested vacation time and your employer didn't give it to you, I feel like you still might not show up. Let me not be super specific, right? Cuz y'all ain't all going to not do that, but that's metaphorical, okay? I feel like someone may be trying to tell you like that you shouldn't do something or you can't do something or they're not going to let you do something. I feel like you're standing up for yourself and it's in regards to you doing what you want to do. could be in regards to children here. Yeah, Tower card. You're doing something unexpected. Whoever this is that is making you feel like you need to defend yourself, I feel like they're not expecting you to stick up for yourself. You could be rejecting someone. And I feel like they're not expecting you to tell them off or reject them or disappoint them. Maybe they're just expecting you to go along with whatever they wanted you to go along with. Again, this could be love or platonic. You know, it's going to be different things for each of you. For some of you, this could be a lover. I'm hearing in my head that Britney Spears song, "Now I'm stronger than yesterday." This loneliness ain't killing me no more. I feel like you feel empowered this weekend. Oh, okay. You could be detaching from someone. You've had enough of their crap. Even if this is just someone you've been talking to, I feel like you are heading in a different direction. You may want to explore something new, someone else. For some of you, if this is a past person coming towards you, I feel like you're rejecting this person. They were not expecting that. They were not expecting it to go that way. But you're stronger than yesterday. The loneliness isn't killing you anymore. Like, you're not just going to take this person back just because they show up. And I feel like this person may not have been expecting that. The Tower card, like, it feels very unexpected. This rejection. You're rejecting someone this weekend, and I feel like they're not expecting that. But I feel like you want fresh energy. Yeah, somebody's coming towards you to talk about working on things, and I feel like you're rejecting them. Hey, Coco Babe. Yeah, I feel like you're rejecting whoever this is who's coming towards you. They may be trying to apologize. They could just be texting you, messaging you. But I feel like you're rejecting this person. You're rejecting their effort. I feel like you no longer feel that connection like you once did. I feel like you don't think it would be beneficial to deal with this person. You don't feel like it would be in your best interest. I see you rejecting somebody this weekend, Capricorn. Could be a water sign, could be an earth sign, could be an air sign. I just keep getting that Britney Spears song in my head. Like, it's so interesting when I read because I channel songs that I really personally do not listen to. I mean, I listen to a lot of music because I'm a Gemini. I feel like a lot of Geminis listen to like a lot of different music, but I don't really listen to Britney Spears. But that's the song I keep hearing in my head, like, I'm stronger than yesterday. Dun, 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 dun. I feel like this person isn't expecting you to reject them. But I feel like you are not wherever they left you. You're not in that same energy. Like, you're okay being by yourself or you're okay not dealing with them. But they're not expecting the rejection. Okay. So that's what I have for my Cappies. My Capricorns. Let's take a look at Aquarius. Okay. The loneliness ain't killing me no more. I'm stronger. Y'all know Britney Spears could sing for real. Like if you go watch her like videos before she was really famous and she was like singing, like she could really sing. I was like, what? Britney Spears could sing for real? Like not just like that, baby. Like no, it's like she could really sing, like for real. I forget what video it is. If you find it on YouTube, like her singing when she was like a little kid, like she could really sing for real. Anyways, okay. So what's my timestamp? 96. 96, right? Okay. Aquarius. What's going on this weekend for my Aquariuses? I just got a headache out of nowhere. That's crazy. Okay, Aquarius. What's the weekend energy? One more shuffle for my Aquariuses. My hair looks crazy. I really don't care, to be honest. I'm at home. I'm in my house. Mi casa. Tomorrow is another day. Oh, Lord, Aquarius. Are you in sad girl energy this weekend? I don't care to be perfect. This feels like sad girl energy. This is a lot of cards. I'm not going to take all this. That's too many. Hold on. Tomorrow is just another day. I don't care to be perfect. Please leave a voicemail. Oh my God, you don't want to be bothered. You and all your feelings this weekend, Aquarius. I feel like you don't really want to deal with people this weekend. Even if you have plans, you feel kind of small this weekend. Maybe you don't feel this way initially, but I see at one point this weekend you feeling like you just want to unplug. You don't really want to deal with people. You know? This girl feels like she's just living, all she's doing is living one day to the next, like nothing special, you know? It's kind of pessimistic. And leave a voicemail. I feel like you just want to be in your own little world this weekend. Pressure may be getting to you. Inhale, exhale. Yeah, so even though I know like in America it's a holiday, but I feel like you just want to kind of unplug, unwind and focus on yourself. I don't see you really wanting to deal with people. What's in the background? Hmm. In this card, it says today will be a good day in the background here. So I feel like you're trying to be optimistic this weekend, but also there's an energy of like not wanting to deal with people, which I feel you on that, Aquarius. Sometimes I'll be feeling that way myself, okay? Because I'm an introvert. But I feel like that energy off of you this weekend, like, oh, I don't even want to deal with people. I don't really want to. Do I have to? Like, leave a voicemail. I'm not really trying to talk to people, focus on work. I just want to focus on myself. Give me one more shuffle for Aquarius. That was a horrible shuffle. Okay. Why the Ace of Swords? Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I mean, you could be going through some sort of disconnect with other people, arguing with other people. I feel like you feel like you are kind of above whoever these people are that you're dealing with. Like whoever these people are who are kind of chaotic or argumentative, or like they don't mind having chaos and friction and arguments and different things like that. It's like you feel like you're out of that energy. Two of Cups. You could love whoever these people are. I mean, this could be a relationship. Some of you, it could be a relationship, or it could even be friends, okay? With that King of Cups and these Three of Cups in reverse, you may feel like you're kind of around some negative people. And maybe you're starting to have clarity about your circle, about the people who are around you, the people who are kind of depleting your energy. And like you love these people, but you feel like they're kind of like emotional vampires. Like you feel like they're kind of depleting you. And it's like, that light bulb moment. Well, if you don't know this light bulb moment, for some of my Aquarius says this is the moment you'll be having this weekend. But it's like that moment where you kind of rise above your circumstances, or you feel like you're elevating and you look around, like your friend calls you and they're talking about like some random gossip or something. And you're just like, I'm not even on this. I'm not even on this frequency anymore. Or your mom calls you, or your sister, your uncle, whether, whoever, or even like your coworkers or your lover. For some of you, this is an emotional vampire of a person that you're dealing with in love. But it's like you're looking at your circle and you're like, oh, these people drain me. Like I'm kind of feeling like I'm elevating, like I'm above this. I'm having a breakthrough about how my relationships are negatively affecting me. And so I feel like you want to just unplug from people this weekend and pour into yourself, refill and recharge your own battery. That's how this feels to me. Because I feel like you're starting to realize like your circle is draining you. Your relationships in life, platonic or love, are draining you. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Thank you for hitting the like button. We're going to take a look at Pisces. I will see you tomorrow for your next reading, which is your person's current feelings. That's what we'll be looking at tomorrow. Okay, so Pisces. Pisces 104. Okay, Pisces. Pisces, what is your energy this weekend? What is the energy around you? What is your energy for this weekend, Pisces? Pisces. I'm hearing Beyonce music in my head. Maybe somebody's going to see Beyonce. You could be showing cleavage this weekend. If you are going outside, you may show like cleavage, or like whatever your cleavage is. Like if you got a big booty, you might be showing something that like accentuates your booty, or you might be showing something that accentuates your breasts, or like I've got superpowers. Okay. Doing nothing is fine too. Your energy is kind of like sporadic for my Pisces. It's not giving me like one storyline. But you know what I heard in my head? I don't know if you guys know the movie Friday. Like I grew up off that movie Friday. But with this, I've got superpowers and abuse of power. I heard in my head, I got mind control over Debo. He'd be like, shut up. I be quiet. But when he leave, I be talking again. I don't know. You may feel like you're learning your way around someone who is not easy to get along with, but you're kind of learning how to play your cards right in order to get what you want out of that person. I feel like anybody who's dealt with toxic people, you kind of know what I mean. I feel like there's an energy here of you relaxing this weekend. You could eat cake, ice cream. You could be eating like sweet treats. Okay, guilt-free. You doing it without guilt. Some of you could be quitting some sort of diet. Doing nothing is fine too. Guilt-free. This is BS. There's something you're stopping doing this weekend too. For some of you, it could be like some sort of diet, or it could just be like responsibilities. There's an energy here of like, you know what, I'm not doing nothing this weekend and I'm not going to feel bad about it. Even if you have to like stretch the truth, or what energy am I getting with that? Like, you may have to talk yourself out of something, like, because there's something you may not want to do this weekend. And so it's like you might have to like tell a little white lie, or, you know, finesse the truth a little bit in order to like get yourself out of something. But it's because you really don't want to do something, or you really don't want to deal with the person, or you really rather do nothing. So for some of you, you could be like, maybe people invited you out this weekend. And so you may be finessing a situation, or like telling a little white lie so that you don't have to go. And so you could go without guilt. Yeah, take care of yourself. Look at her in that bubble bath. I feel like you may want to skip out on plans this weekend. Guilt free. I feel like you just kind of want to indulge yourself this weekend. Say it 3 times, I don't care. And I feel like you're doing that without guilt. Like you're kind of like, I don't want to go, I don't want to do it. Or it could, maybe it's you don't want to do one thing and you rather go outside. You rather go hang out with friends, you know, whatever. But I feel like this is more so you wanting to, it's like you're trying to talk yourself out of prior commitments, or talking yourself out of a situation where people expect you to do a certain thing this weekend. And so I feel like you kind of have to finesse yourself out of that situation, and you're doing it without guilt because you really don't feel like doing it. That's what I say. One more shuffle. Yeah, I mean, okay, Four of Wands. Tell me about the Four of Wands, because that can either be about celebrations or it can be about home. So, but I was getting that energy. It may be opposite for different Pisces. Some of you are preferring to stay in the house instead of going outside and going hanging out with people or whatever prior engagements you said you were going to do. I feel like you want to flake on people is basically what I'm saying. And then for some of you, you want to flake on a responsibility and go do something that actually feels indulgent to you. So tell me, what's the Four of Wands? Page of Swords. Again, I feel like you're going to have to use like your quick wit in this situation. Again, I'm getting the energy of you like talking yourself out of something. Like you have to use your quick wit. You have to be clever in what you say to like maybe not to offend people, but that's the energy I'm getting. Like I feel like people may be asking you if you're coming and you're like, "Oh, something came up." Oh, oh, there's been a sudden change on my end. I'm not going to be able to make it. Like, oh, I'll get you next time. Maybe we can get together next time. Maybe we can, oh, forgive me. Oh, because you feel like maybe you've been neglecting yourself. Five of Pentacles in reverse to the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you need to focus on yourself. And maybe you feel like you've actually been neglecting yourself in the past. And so this weekend, you're like, instead of what other people want from me, I want to do what I feel like I want to do. Because I've already been neglecting myself and I want to pour into myself. This could be about something that's going to help you financially. Some of you may decide to work instead of doing, some sort of social engagements or whatever, But I just feel like this is more so speaking to you, like pouring into yourself, prioritizing yourself. You could be spending money on yourself this weekend as well. If you like, especially if you got paid this weekend, I could see you like you've had a little bit of an uptick when it comes to your money. So you're spending a little bit of money on yourself. Okay. Gifting yourself something without guilt. Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like you don't want to do anything that feels like a burden. And you're not going to be pressured into doing anything. With abuse of power, you could feel like these people want to like pressure you to do certain things and you don't, whatever it is you don't want to do. And so I feel like you're using your superpower of like being clever with how you communicate in order to like respectfully get yourself out of something that you don't want to do so that you can instead pour into yourself. Okay. So I don't see you cussing anybody out in order to not do something. I feel like more so you're being clever. Like, what can I say to like let this person down easy and get out of these, things that I've obligated myself to. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. Okay. That's what I have for you. So tomorrow we're going to be looking at your person's current feelings. So go ahead and subscribe so that you can see that. And I will see you guys next time. Okay. All right. Bye-bye.